another episode of the Chef Jeff Show, and we're cooking deep fried pork tenderloins. Now, let's have at it, man. We start by cutting off the outside, and by the way, if you're curious, we're working with an all-natural pork loin center cut, and it's roughly about 4 pounds here, so it's not for the weak and the weary. We'll just cut her open here. We're going to pull her out here. And the whole idea is to get this thing out of here. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. Now, we just simply want to take the knife and cut her up into roughly about 2-inch slices. Here we go. Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. I don't claim to be no butcher, so if anybody wants to compliment me on my or critique me, you know, have at it. We're going to cut up 4 of these here. Alright, now we're to the point that we want to tenderize this pork tenderloin, and we want to make sure that everything is just perfect. So what I like to use is a little cellophane. We put this down, and what this does is it keeps the juices from splattering, and it holds in the juices. It's all about the juices. So we're going to set her down here, and we're going to bang her. Then we take it and then flip it over, and we're going to bang her again. Beautiful, beautiful. She should look something like this, ready to go. Okay, now we're ready to take our pork tenderloin and bring it through, wash it through here, bathe it through there, give it a little sponge bath, and plop it down here to go into the freezer. Now what I like to do is I like to add a little wax paper across the top so it doesn't stick full time to the top of this when it's sitting there getting frozen. And the reason why I like to freeze it is, number one, I usually make a lot, so I got stuff to freeze, and number two, it keeps it from shriveling up when it's put into the deep fryer. So frozen is better than fresh in some cases, but fresh is always the best, especially when you're going to get slapped like me by my wife when I get through with this video, because that's the way it is. Now, here we go. Simply take the pork, dip it in there, let her swim good, yeah. Then we give her a little bathe in our secret sauce, which we all know is basically flour and breadcrumbs and maybe garlic or whatever you like. Then we're going to lay her out here. Oh, look at that. Take her right here, flip her over. Now, like I said, you could freeze this stuff, last a couple months. Tastes very good too, by the way, even when you're eating it later. And there we go. Drop her down there. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Okay, after that's all done, we take her and put her in the freezer and let her sit till she freezes. It shouldn't take too long, a couple hours. But then that'll be just fine when you wrap them up to eat them, deep fry them, or simply just freeze them for later. You know, pork is Also the second white meat that they talk about as far as being healthy and everything like that, and I know we're going to kill all that hopes when we deep fry it. But it brings me back to the memories of the first time I met pork. It was with my great grandpa Chef Jeff. Young Chef Jeff Jr., we're cooking pork roll today. My favorite. We're gonna cook this at 350, for about 2 hours. Oh good, get the hell out of here. Oh, let me help you. Oh, there we go. That's an excellent cut of beef. Oh, she's a little while. Okay, Sonny boy, we'll have some good roast. Get in there. Good boy. Okay, so we've just taken them out of the freezer. They've been in there for a number of hours. I usually go 2-3 hours, make sure that they're nice and tough like that, so they stay flat, so they cook real good. Now, I've got her at 350. I'm just going to place her in here and submerge her for 8 minutes. And there we go. Okay, we've got this cooking. It's going to be on for 8 minutes. We have our rolls prepared with our pickle. We got our mayonnaise, and basically we're looking at our lettuce there. Whole food groups for me on this. Oh, and look what went off. Excuse me. Take her out. Oh boy. Oh. I usually just dump it on that bounty there. Flip her over a little bit. As you notice, Chef Jeff uses fresh oil, which he loves a lot. Now what I do is I plaster the buns a little bit. A little bit of mayonnaise. Use whatever you want, but basically, traditionally, this is how they do it. Now, oh boy, look at that. That's awesome. Jason Creel, eat your heart out. Now, I put a little lettuce on top, and oop, Mr. Pickle has made an appearance, and it goes right there. There you go. The official pork tenderloin sandwich.